Good day everyone. Our topic for today is all about application of system of non-linear equation. So let's start. Okay, so last time, ang nakukuha nating sagot ay medyo whole number like 1, -2, -3, +4, and so on and so forth. So today, we'll do the same process, but expect we get an answer having an irrational number, like 3 plus square root of 2, 6 plus square root of 5, and so on and so forth. And this is our preparation to the real-life problem that can be modeled using system of nonlinear equation. So let's have some examples. So determine the solution to the following system of equations. So we have x plus y equals to 8 and xy equals to 5. Number 2, y is equals to 1 minus 2x squared and x squared minus y squared over 9 equals to 1. Solution. Number 1, x plus y equals to 8 and xy equals to 5. So una, na kailangan natin i-notice dito, hindi tayo makapag-eliminate pag mag-a-add tayo. So, imposible yung elimination method. So, gagamitin natin dito is substitution. So, kunin natin yung equation 1, isolate natin yung y. So, yung x, minus x tayo both side. So, we have y is equals to 8 minus x. So, meron na tayong value for y. Pwede natin i-substitute yun dun sa second equation. So, we have xy equals to 5. Yung y, papalitan natin ng 8 minus x. Like this. Next, distribute natin yung x. So, distribute, we have 8x minus x squared equals to 5. Next, lipat natin sa kabila or mag-add tayo ng x squared both side at mag-minus tayo ng negative 8x both side. So, we have x squared minus 8x plus 5. And, hindi yan factorable. So, kahit anong gawin natin pagpa-factor, hindi natin siya maifa-factor. So, pwede siyang i-factor pero mahirap. Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin is what we call the quadratic formula. Okay? So, ito yung nandoon sa inyong pre-assessment. So, ano ba yung quadratic formula? So, quadratic formula is equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So, pakita natin muna kung paano siya gagamitin. At ano ba yung a, b, and c dyan? Kung natin yung equation natin, x squared minus 8x plus 5. So again, we have the quadratic formula. Ano ba yung a dyan? Yung a, yun yung kasama nung x squared o yung coefficient ng x squared. In this case, walang kasama yan, pero meron yung imaginary 1. So a natin is 1. So I know yung iba sa inyo familiar na sa pagkuha ng a, b, and c kasi nung grade 9, meron kayo nito. So yung b natin ay negative 8 and yung c is positive 5. So, yung value ng A, B, and C, sasubstitute natin dun sa ating quadratic formula. Now, palagi kong binabanggit sa inyo, kapag kayo ay magsasubstitute, make sure na merong parenthesis. Okay? So, lahat ng variable dyan, lalagyan natin yan ng parenthesis bago tayo mag-substitute. Like this. So, yung B, magiging negative 8, lagyan ng parenthesis. Yung B, magiging negative 8. Yung A naging 1, yung C naging 5, and then yung A naging 1. Kung hindi natin lalagyan ng parenthesis yan, yung iba ang mangyayari. Itong negative B, ang ilalagay nyo dyan ay negative 8. Okay, so mamamali na agad yung answer natin. So make sure na meron niyang parenthesis. Kasi meron niyang negative times negative 8 or negative of negative 8, it will become positive. Okay, so we have positive 8 plus or minus square root of, this is 64, minus 4 times 1 times 5 is 20, all over 2 times 1 is 2. Simplify pa natin, so we have 8 plus or minus square root of 44 all over 2. Now, may magtatanong, sir, bakit nga ba plus or minus yan? Kasi dalawa yung sagot natin. Okay, kasi naka-squared siya. Okay, next. Yung 44 can be factored as 4 times 11. Kasi yung 4 ay perfect square. So, pwede natin siyang ilabas sa loob ng radical sign. So, this becomes 8 plus or minus, ang square root ng 4 ay 2. So, nasa labas na siya, square root of 11. Next, factor out natin yung 2 kasi yung 8 at saka 2 ay divisible by 2. So, pwedeng i-factor out yung 2 like this. So, magiging 2 times 4 plus or minus square root of 11. So, pag dinistribute yung 2, babalik tayo dun sa 8 plus or minus 2 times square root of 11. Now, yung 2 sa taas, 2 sa baba, pwedeng i-cancel. In this case, x equals to 4 plus or minus square root of 11. So, we have two possible answers for x. We have x equals to 4 plus square root of 11 and 4 minus square root of 11. And hindi pa tayo tapos kasi x pa lang yan. So, paano natin kukunin yung y? So, dun tayo sa next slide. So, if x is equals to 4 plus square root of 11 and if x equals to 4 minus square root of 11, saan natin yan ipapalit? Saan yan mas madaling ipalit? Sa una equation o dun sa pangalawa? Or dun sa kinuha natin kanina na y equals to 8 minus x. So, dito na lang tayo. Okay. So, once na mag-substitute tayo ng x dyan, automatic makukuha na agad natin yung y. Okay? So, we have yung x, palitan natin ng 4 plus square root of 11. So, 8 minus yung 4 plus square root of 11. Next, since may negative sa labas, distribute natin yung negative sign. It becomes 8 minus 4 minus square root of 11. Now, 8 minus 4, combine similar terms, we have y is equals to 4 minus square root of 11. So, hindi natin pwedeng pagsamahin yung 4 saka square root of 11 kasi hindi sila similar. Ito ay may square root of 11, ito ay whole number. So, hindi natin sila pwedeng pagsamahin. Okay? So, punta na tayo doon sa second. We have 8 minus 4 minus square root of 11. So, ito yung value ng x. Distribute natin yung sign. 8 minus 4 plus square root of 11. So, 8 minus 4 is 4 plus square root of 11. So, ito yung value natin para kay y. Kung yung x ay 4 minus 11. Therefore, the solution to the system of equations are 4 plus square root of 11. Ito yung x. Yung y natin, 4 minus square root of 11. Ito yan. Or, 4 minus square root of 11. Ito yung x. And 4 plus square root of 11. Ito yung ating y. And, we're done. Noong tanong, sir, paano natin mapapatunayan na yan talaga yung sagot? So, meron tayong isang way para malaman kung tama yung ginagawa natin. So, gagamit tayo ng Desmos. Okay? So, gamit tayo ng Desmos para makita kung anong ginagawa natin. So, sana tandaan natin yung tanong. Madali lang naman yung tanong. X plus y. Type lang natin. Equals to 8. And yung second equation natin, this is a line. Second equation natin ay xy equals to 5. Like this. Okay? So, gawin natin siyang, ito yung intersection nila. Gawin muna natin siyang projector mode. Tanggalin natin yung mga minor axes. Okay? So, pwede rin palang nandyan. Walang problema. So, mas malinaw. Next. So, ito yung mga coordinates ng ating mga sagot. Okay? So, hindi siya eksakto. Pero, kung gagawin natin yung points, so, tanggalin ko muna to. Sulat natin yung mga nakuha natin sagot. So, gawa tayo ng points. Yung una nakuha sagot ay 4 plus square root of 11. So, yung square root of 11, comma, tapos 4 minus square root of 11. So, pwede nyo rin gawin to para makita nyo kung tama yung points kung saan siya nakalagay. So, tingnan natin asaan dyan yung nakita natin na points na yan. Ito yun. And that's the intersection. Okay? So, tingnan natin kung yan talaga yun. Tanggalin muna natin. Ibalik ulit natin. So, ito talaga siya yung intersection nila. So, meaning, tama yung una natin nakuha ang sagot. Check natin yung pangalawa. Baka yung pangalawa, mali. Copy-paste ko na lang to para mabilis. Copy and then paste. Kasi babaguhin lang naman natin yung sign yan. Ito ay minus. Ito ay plus. And there you go. Ito siya. Okay. Ito yan. So, meaning, yung nakuha natin sagot kanina is absolutely correct kasi yun yung kanilang intersection. Okay? So, let's move on to our second example. So, ito yung ginraph natin kanina. And that's the answer. So, let's move on to solution number 2. we have y equals to 1 minus 2x squared, and x squared minus y squared over 9 equals to 1. Kung mapapansin, ito ay quadratic, ito ay hyperbola. Now, ilan yung mga posibleng intersections nila? So, pwede nating imagine, though maraming beses na natin nagawa yon, so hindi ko na siya gagawin, okay? And meron naman kayong decimals para itry na agad kung ano ba yung magiging answer natin dyan. Nakuha? So, una, pwede nating ipalit yung y dito kasi may value na siya, di ba? Pwede yung substitute. Problema lang natin dun, yung 1 minus 2x squared, i-squared pa natin yan, magiging x raised to the fourth na yan. Medyo lalaki yung ating exponent. So, isip tayo ng ibang way. Tingnan natin mabuti itong x squared, naka-isolate siya. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, pwede natin i-isolate yung x squared dito. At ipalit natin dun. Gawin natin. So, we have y equals to 1 minus 2x squared. I-isolate natin yung x squared. So, lipat natin yung 2x squared, then lipat yung y. Next, divide natin by 2 both sides. It will become 1 minus y all over 2. Yun yung value ng x squared. So, hindi ko kukunin yung x lang. Ang kukunin ko yung value yung x squared. Now, may x squared dito at may x squared doon. Okay? So, ito, pwede natin i-substitute dun sa x squared like this. Ito yung x squared. Palitan natin ng 1 minus y over 2. Kopyahin natin minus y squared over 9 equals to 1. So, wala na x squared. Puro y na lang ito. Masolve na natin yung y dyan. Simplify lang natin ng bahagya. Minus 1 both side. Pagmukain yung mga denominator. Nagawa na natin to sa general mathematics. Kung nakalimutan nyo na kung paano maggawa ng same denominator, balikan lang natin yung video natin sa general math. Okay? Solving rational equation lang to. Next. Since same silang denominator, ang gagawin natin dito, kopyahin lang yung numerator and then disregard yung denominator. Bakit again disregard? Kasi pag kinaros multiply natin yan, tatama yun sa 0, and 0 times anything in the denominator is still 0. So, baliwala lang yung denominator natin. So, magiging 9 minus 9y. So, distribute na natin yung 9. 9 minus 9y minus 2y squared, copy, minus 18. Next, combine similar terms. We have negative 9y minus 2y squared, and 9 minus 18 is minus 9 equals to 0. Next, puro negative, lipat sa kabila lahat. Magiging 2y squared plus 9y plus 9. Next, pwede bang i-factor to? Actually, pwede. So, pwede siyang i-factor as 2y plus 3 times y plus 3. Kung medyo nahirapan kayo mag-factor, pwede nyo naman balikan yung video natin about factoring. Nasa general mathematics yon. Or, gamitan nyo ng quadratic formula. Pag ginamitan nyo ng quadratic formula, same lang din naman yung makukuha nyong sagot. For sure yan. Okay, tuloy na natin. Mas mabilis kasi itong factoring, kaya ito yung ginamit natin. So, we have 2y plus 3 equals to 0. So, yung isang factor, at yung isang factor natin, y plus 3 is equals to 0. Solve for y. So, yung positive 3 lipat sa kabila, magiging negative 3 divided by 2. So, we have y is equals to negative 3 over 2. Nag-minus 3 tayo both side, tapos nag-divide ng 2 both side. Dito naman, minus 3 both side, so y is equals to negative 3. So, we have values for y, dalawa. We are not done yet. Kasi, meron pa tayong value ng x. So, let's have the value of x. If y is equals to negative 3 over 2, and if y is equals to negative 3. Sa atin ipapalit? Sa unang equation o sa pangalawa? Or sa dinerive natin? Doon tayo sa dinerive natin. Kasi naka-equate na siya sa x squared. Though x lang yung hinahanap natin. So, we have 1 minus yung y. Palitan natin ng negative 3 over 2. Ito yun. Y lang yan. All over 2. Next. Minus or negative of negative 3 over 2, magiging plus yan. Okay? So, magiging plus. Tapos, pagkakamukain natin ng sign, so, magiging 2 over 2. So, yung 1, magiging 2 over 2 plus 3 over 2. So, this becomes 5 over 2 divided by 2, it becomes 5 over 4. So, ang tanong, sir, bakit naging 5 over 4 yan? Medyo naguluhan yata kami. Okay, pakita natin. Bakit siya naging 5/4? So, una, magiging plus kasi negative saka negative ay nagsama or negative times negative. Next, gawin natin siyang 2/2. Sinasabi ko kanina. So, 2/2 plus 3/2. Gagawin natin, copy the numerator, then times the reciprocal of the denominator. Ano ba yung reciprocal ng denominator? Kung totoo, ang reciprocal niyan is 1/2. So, 1/2 multiply natin sa 2/2 plus 3/2. Like this. Next, pwedeng i-add. So, 2 plus 3 is 5/2. Multiply natin, 5 times 1 and 2 times 2, we got 5/4. Okay? So, again, adding lang ng fraction and simplifying fraction. Again, isa sa pinaka-importanting knowledge. So, pwede nating balikan yung mga lessons natin about fractions. Continue na tayo. Getting square root both side. So, magiging plus and minus. Bakit plus and minus? Kasi naka-squared tayo. So, dalawa yung posibleng maging sagot. Now, square root ng 5, still square root of 5. Ang square root ng 4 sa denominator is 2. So, yung answer natin must be x equals to positive or negative square root of 5 all over 2. So, ito yung value nung x. So, tingnan mabuti. Kung yung x ay square root of 5/2 positive, yung y, negative 3/2. Another solution natin, if x is negative square root of 5/2, yung y natin ay, again, negative 3/2. So, dalawa yung solution natin na makukuha dyan. So, meron tayong dalawang solution. Doon tayo sa value ng x kung yung y ay negative 3. Palitan natin ng negative 3 yung y. Magiging 1 minus negative 3 all over 2. So, 1 plus 3 is 4. Divided by 2 is 2. Getting square root both side, x equals to positive or negative square root of 2. Now, ilan yung sagot natin? Meron tayong 4 na posibleng sagot. Ano-ano yun? Una, kung positive yung square root of 5/2, yung y natin ay negative 3/2. Pangalawa, may negative pa to. Negative 5 square root of 2 yung x, yung y natin ganun pa din. Negative 3/2. Pangalawa, ito yung pangatlo. Kung yung x ay positive square root of 2, yung y negative 3. Another solution. If x is negative 2, yung y natin ay still negative 3. And this is our final answer. Now, nakikita nyo yung ginagawa natin, yung final answer naka-box. So, sana pag nagpasa kayo ng mga activities nyo, naka-box din. Okay, para nakikita natin agad yung final answer. So, again, check natin kung ito ay tama. So, paano mag-check? Punta ka sa Desmos. I-graph mo. Pero nag-graph ko na siya before. So, kunin ko na lang yung aking example. Tingnan lang natin yung graph. Okay. So, ito yung graph niya. Ito yung graph nung ginagawa natin. Ito yung, tanggalin ko muna yung mga coordinates. Ito kasi yung mga answer. Okay. So, ito yung y minus 1 minus 2x squared. Ito yung parabola na kulay pula. Yung kulay asul naman natin, yun yung x squared minus y squared over 9 equals to 1. So, ito yung hyperbola. So, kung diliitan natin, makikita natin yung hyperbola at saka yung parabola. Okay? So, lakihan na natin. So, meron tayong 4 na intersection. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Ito yung unang sagot na nakuha natin. Square root of 5/2, negative 3/2. So, i-check natin kung iyan by isa sa mga solution. Kung isa sa mga solution, isa siya sa intersection. Okay? And nakita natin, isa siya sa intersection. And that's it. That's one. Another, ito yun. Okay? Next, we have this point. And the last one, another solution must be this point. Okay, dokes. So, kung i-calculate natin kung ano yung numerical value ng mga radicals na yan, makukuha natin itong mga values na to. And, since tumama tayo, we're done. Balik na tayo sa ating discussion. Ito yung graph na ginawa natin kanina. Okay? And that's all for today.